Welcome to another episode of the Pierce Brothers. I'm Joe, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Sauer P220 Legion in 45 ACP. We've already done a Legion review video on the P226 single action only, as well as the P220 in 10mm single action only version. And then we also did a P365. We did an introductory and a 1000 round review on the 365 Legion. The P220 in 45 ACP is a gun that I've wanted for quite some time, so I was able to get this here recently for a really good price, and it's the newer version that has the optics cut slide, and with that they moved the Legion symbol up to the front of the slide, so you still get the Legion symbol with the optics cut, which, if you care about having that Legion symbol on your slide, is something that is important. It has blacked out rear tritium sights with a green dot front tritium sight. This is the double action single action version, so if you're going to be shooting the gun, you would carry it with one in the chamber, and you would use the decocker to decock the gun, and then you'd carry with one in the chamber that way. The first trigger pull then is double action, goes into single action after that. So that's a benefit if you prefer or like that double action type gun. I myself am not great with that double action pull, so typically I try to get some training in with that. Something that I enjoy that though, because it's a really safe way to carry that gun. Having that trigger down, you know, it's not going to go off. And that double action pull is a really long pull. So gun is very safe to carry with one in the chamber. Trigger, like I said, is a double action single action, so if you're carrying with one in the chamber and the hammer down, your first shot is going to be in double action. So I'll demonstrate that, and then from there it would be single action after that, and the reset on this is really crisp and quick. So I'll kind of get a weird grip here so you can see the trigger okay. So now we're in single action mode, and then click on the reset. It's nice and crisp. So yeah, these Legion guns come with a really great trigger right out of the box. I have this plate that I put on from C&H Precision, which is basically a filler and adapter so that we could have the Holosan 509T mounted. I've really liked shooting this with a red dot. It's been actually a lot of fun, and 45 ACP has always been a fun caliber to shoot. It is the Lord's caliber, by the way, but the Legion guns come with an elite Cerakote finish. I know there was a few years there late, like 2018-ish or somewhere in there, they had a changeover where they did a DLC type finish. They then went back to the Cerakote, because originally the Legion guns were Cerakote. They went to a new finish. Now they went back to the Cerakote. They call it an elite Cerakote. And I've had 4 of these guns now with that new Cerakote. Used them a lot, carried them a lot, and that finish has held up very well. So whatever that elite is, it's definitely been a big improvement in that finish, and it's a really pretty looking color. That Legion color is just really attractive right out of the box. It has your G10 grips with the Legion symbol on the grip, which is also very cool, very aggressive texturing, so you get a really good grip on those guns for shooting. We've shot this quite a bit now. We're past the break-in period for sure, and it is shot very well. A couple of features to note. So the slide release is a little bit undersized in my opinion, and they did that so that you can reach that decocker without hitting your slide release or having it get in the way, I think. Me personally, I'd prefer to have a larger slide release there so you can use your thumb when reloading to then get back in action. But where that sits and how small it is, my thumb gets in the way and rubs against that slide as you release the slide. So that caused a few failures to feed or failures to get into battery all the way, just because my thumb slowed that slide down enough. So something to be aware of. So typically you'll see as I'm shooting that I use that slingshot mode for the reloads because it will eliminate that issue of having that failure to feed. It does have some nice front strap checkering on the gun here. Very attractive gun overall. Weight-wise, it's much lighter than the 10mm version, so much more friendly to carry around. I think the 10mm 220 is like 46 ounces. This is more of a normal weight, 1911 kind of feel. So it's much more packable gun in my opinion. And overall, we've really liked this gun so far. We've tested a bunch of hollow points, so let's see some of the footage from that. First hollow point we're going to use is some of this Nosler 185 grain. So nothing too fancy, but we'll test them. Alright, so Nosler hollow points first. Again, we're not really testing accuracy with these at the moment. We're just testing functionality. I want to see how it's going to function with some of the different hollow points that I use and carry. So here we go with the Nosler. Oh, that was a malfunction. Yeah. Did the slide close all the way? Yeah. Light primer, very light strikes. I wonder if it wasn't all the way in battery. Guess we'll see. Rest of that magazine went fine. Let's see how magazine number 2 does. I'll try to show you here what I meant by the slide catching up when I use the slide release. See, it slows it down just enough that we're not fully in battery. So then you let go and it goes, but sometimes you'd have to bump it a little bit. So I prefer to use the slingshot mode with this gun just for that purpose. All right, well, we're gonna run some more of those just to see if there are further issues. All right, round 2 with the Nosler. We'll see if that was just a bad primer or if it's an issue with the gun there. So. Well, so far so good. Yeah, I think we'll just write that off to a bad primer. All right, we got the Black Hills 230 grain. They're using a Spear Gold Dot hollow point, and this is my primary defense round I use for my 45 ACPs. Not used to those 8-round magazines. All right, perfect functionality. All right, so this is a Sig Sauer V-Crown 200 grain hollow point. I've got 2 rounds in this mag and then a full mag. We're gonna shoot 2, reload, and shoot the other 8. We're going double action mode first because I'm not real great at that, so I like to get a little bit of practice when I can. I can't reach that magazine release. That mag won't fall free for whatever reason. All right, so hollow points all functioned. We had that one hiccup with the Nosler, but that was, we think, a primer issue. Now with those Nosler hollow points, we did have an issue there, and those primers are kind of a bronze colored primer, and we are not aware of any US manufacturer that is making bronze colored primers. So we're assuming that those primers had to be an import primer. So we're gonna blame that issue on the primer. Overall though, functionality was great with all those hollow points. It shot everything well. It's been an accurate and very reliable gun so far, and it's really fun to shoot. I have enjoyed it quite a bit, to say the least. And the Legion series of guns are just great. premium guns, so to say, and yet the price point that you pay for them is very affordable. I highly recommend the Legion guns. They're very much a collector's piece, and yet something you can take out and use and abuse, and it's going to perform and function great, and it's going to hold up well, and you don't have to spend your life savings, so to say, to get one. They make these affordable compared to other custom kind of guns. These aren't really custom, but they're kind of the custom SIG guns. So I highly recommend it. And one thing to note, they come with a hard case straight from the factory, but there's a code in there you can fill out online and get a free 511 soft pistol case and a challenge coin that goes with that gun. In my opinion, they need to just make that all part of the package. You buy the case, it comes with a nice fancy hard case, the soft case, and the coin all in one, and you don't have to do all that aftermarket stuff. That's just my personal opinion, because it's kind of a pain to fill out all that stuff and get it sent. I will say, though, having done that with a few different manufacturers through rebates and such, Sig Sauer's is a very easy process to do. Very quick and easy online. You fill out the form, submit it, and voila, you get your code to put in, you submit your cart, and your stuff will be on the way pretty rapidly. So that being said, great firearm overall, really fun gun to shoot, like I said, and of course, you can't go wrong with a good 45 ACP. So go out and check out Sig Sauer Legion firearms. Go check out our Patreon, linked in the description. We appreciate the support. We appreciate all of you guys reaching out and helping us grow the channel. And we'll see you next time on the Pierce Brothers.